crushing into applesauce.
Literally handmade applesauce.
Literally
handmade.
If I could crush an apple like that, like, could you imagine if you walked up on somebody, hey, you want some applesauce? Bang!
Bam!
Like he like wipes off some dirt off of her face. I'm like, yo, man, you do that to any girl, bro, she's gonna be like, if she's into it, she'll like swoon. But you do it to a girl who ain't into it, she'll be like, what are you doing, dude? Like,
I'll put you in the throat.
Yeah, just tell me I got something on my face. I'll dust it off. You know she'll punch you in the throat.
Oh, hey, you know what? Because you have this one thing, we're gonna throw you over here with all these other kids.
I mean, yeah. If you look like Malfoy, yeah, you're probably Slytherin. But the rest of you kids, they're just putting celebrities in movies to get people to come watch the movie. How about you get a voice actor who is like, mwah, like just like chef's kiss doing it? That's all I'm gonna say. That was a lot longer than 1 second. All right.
Gorilla God's go-to girl. Got it.
Got it.
Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Hey everybody, welcome back to Anime Me Pod. It's me, Jojo, with co-host Sal, and we are here with some more anime, y'all.
It's Anna May?
Anna May? I'm going to go ahead and say, I think by this time, the awards will already happen.
Congratulations to
Fearin.
You think
I feel
so?
like I think so. Yeah.
The more you talk to more people, the more you're just like, everybody.
Not only that, the more I see stuff post on Instagram, and it's like everybody's talking about it.
Did you finish it? Did you watch all of it?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Yeah.
And so are you like, but you still keep it where you have it? Like you have it like.
Yeah, I still keep it where I have it.
Okay. But most people.
From like seeing like all this other stuff, I'm like, I get it. I understand it.
Okay.
I can get why.
By the way, this is Anime Me. We are a podcast where we teach you how to listen, watch, and love anime one episode at a time. And we drop our episodes Monday, one at a time. So listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. Georgia, tell them what anime we're watching today.
Today, we are watching the Gorilla God's Go-To Girl, y'all.
I'm so confused, Angel. You know what it is. You know what? Actually, I should change the Anime Me is a podcast where Joe Angel tells me what is happening, and I say, "What?"
What?
And I ask, or more like I ask what's happening, and Joe Angel tries to tell me what's happening because
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? The Gorilla God's Go-To Girl. Before we get into it, how about I read us a poorly read synopsis?
Go for it.
You know what time it is.
You know what it is.
Sophia Reeler, a timid noble, chose the Gorilla God's blessing, the ultimate combat power. Now her dream of a peaceful student life is shattered as the Royal Knights recruit her unrivaled strength. Juggling school, the nightlife, not like nightlife, like going out.
Yeah.
But like knight in shining armor.
Yeah.
The nightlife. Nobody puts it that way. And her overwhelming power, Sophia learns the hard way that gorilla strength isn't so simple. Who thinks that gorilla strength is simple? You know what I'm saying? We just had the internet.
100 men. Yeah. 100 guys try to take a gorilla down.
Though, by the way, there have been like several people like what are they called? Like Steve Irwin kind of people, like zoologists, like breaking down. This is how we do it, and people are like, he definitively, I think we could do it. Like he was
Yeah.
like, I think we do it. Here's the thing, a lot of people gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
those first couple guys, that first
The first
wave,
couple guys ago,
the worst.
cannon fodder.
Yeah, yeah. The worst case of being ripped in half. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just limbs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and you know what? This is. I mean, no one brought up this anime, so I mean, maybe I don't know how new this anime is. If this anime came out because of the argument, we're gonna get to the bottom of this, and we're gonna show you how it's done in an anime, which I probably would watch. You know what I'm saying? I would watch that. All right,
animated version of Mythbusters.
Yeah,
Either animated version of Mythbusters or 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah, 100 Ways to Die.
100 Ways to Die.
All right. You know, I don't have a whole lot written down. I don't know what happened. I think maybe I was just like going,
What's going on?
What's going on? I tell you, here are the things that I do know. We're at school. One, anime check.
At school.
Anime checklist. We're at school. An academy, check. Pink hair.
Pink hair, check.
Check. Let's see here. What else? A cute girl who doesn't want to be like seen or heard.
Spotlight.
Yeah.
Wants to like chill in the background.
Yeah, chill in the background. Check. I don't know. That seems to have like come up a lot in anime. I've been watching. They're just like, I just want to have a regular.
I just want to have a normal life.
Normal life. Like there'll be a guy who's just like, I'm just trying to have a regular school year. Nothing weird's gonna happen. Wait a second, am I a gorilla? You know? Yeah. Okay, let's see here. What else did I write down? This girl making applesauce the hard way. Oh yeah. Okay, so like we open on her like they're at an academy and they are all like supposedly drawing cards.
Yeah.
From animal gods, and then if you get these certain things, you will be blessed with like the powers of an animal.
It's like certain like gifts or certain like I guess traits of the animals or whatever that'll like kind of dictate your whole life from that point. It's almost like getting like it's almost like the Harry Potter and sorting
the sorting hat. Okay.
Whatever house you get in, that's the kind of life you're gonna have. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, that's like...
Which, let's face it, let's be real. Half of those kids in Slytherin aren't really bad kids. They just got, you know...
They got a bad... They got the gorilla card.
They got the gorilla card. You know what I'm saying? They just like, oh, hey, you know what? Because you have this one thing, we're going to throw you over here with all these other kids.
I mean, yeah, if you look like Malfoy, yeah, you're probably Slytherin, but the rest of you kids, just bad timing, dude. Like, I mean, it sets up for some silliness. You know, she pulls this card, and she's just like, all right, that's it. You're going to she's going to war. She just got drafted. This is the draft.
She got her draft card pulled.
She got a draft card pulled. Is like, all right, you got gorilla powers. I'm sorry, but you just...
That's how it is, baby girl.
That's how it is. You can't hold teacups anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't open car doors properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't... You have to be careful. This, I mean... Yeah, I mean, unless she could figure this out. Like, I feel like that was the other thing I was kind of confused by was that she is she just like all the time strong, or it just kind of comes on her a little bit? Like she's just like, it's just out and about, and then sometimes she can't control her own strength, and sometimes she's strong and sometimes she isn't. Is that what's happening?
I think so. I think that's what it is. It's like she's like has to kind of almost actively kind of control it.
Yeah.
And if she like kind of forgets or whatever, you know, she like crushes, makes applesauce.
It's making applesauce on accident.
Doors.
Yeah.
Wants to eat bananas.
You know, oh yeah, they show that part of it. She's like, man, I want them bananas.
Yeah, I want them nanners.
I want them nanners. I didn't expect to get so many gorilla facts. They dropping some gorilla knowledge. Like, I don't know how they can really quantify some of this stuff.
Yeah.
She's like, Gorillas are 7 times
Yeah.
stronger than a human. Their grip strength is 10 times stronger than a human. Like, I'm getting all these facts. Oh, here's another one. Gorillas can run 40 kilometers
An hour,
an
which is
hour,
25 miles an hour
which I looked
in the
up.
U.S.
Yes, but also here's the other thing I looked up. Okay, so like she's gonna be she's getting recruited. Michael Jackson and the Knights of the Round Table, right? He's got that like
Yeah.
he's got that little coat on,
Yeah.
like he's got a half. What do you call that? It's not a cape. It's like it's the kind of cape that you only wear
It's like,
on the left shoulder. You got that left shoulder cape. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it's almost like how what is it? Like the knights in Game of Thrones, like Jaime Lannister, like they just had that one-sided
Oh yeah, the one sleeve.
the
That's
Night's
right.
Watch, no, not Night's Watch, whatever they're called.
The
I
Knights,
can't remember. Uh,
yeah, you know, I understand.
yeah,
Whatever
you know what it is. Yeah,
the golden people.
yeah,
But I'm like, I looked it up and I was like, the fastest human being, like humans can't run 30 miles per hour, but we can run. The fastest person's run 28 miles per hour, and she only put up 25 miles per hour. Come on now, come on, that dog. You could be faster than that. Because she's doing the test and she doesn't want to be this knight. She doesn't want to have these gorilla powers, but she just does. And because she has the power, they're going to recruit her and she's going to have to be a knight. Like, that's just it. I'm sorry, you're going to have to be a knight. I don't know what they're going to do. Like, is there a king somewhere? Like, like, are they going to war? Why did, like, there's got to be something better she could do. She could, like, be a UPS driver. They got to lift heavy boxes all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Construction worker,
Construction worker.
The steel wings.
Yeah, you can do some other useful things with your strength. I don't know. Bend metal for things. I don't know. But she's being recruited, and so she has to take this test. And that running test, she goes through, because she has that red hair. She's channeling her inner Kool-Aid man, and just goes right.
Yeah.
Go yeah, oh yeah,
like I think I heard that in the background.
Oh yeah. Like, this is gonna show up several times. So they have all these like silly things that happen in this show. I don't know where this show goes. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I'm guessing eventually she's gonna have to like lean into it and go, all right, I got gorilla powers. That's
gotta lean into it. Gotta accept it.
By the way, I don't know anything about this girl. Like, they didn't give us. They gave us some exposition at the very beginning. I think at the very beginning, like, they're at an academy. This academy is prestigious. People will draw these cards, and you have these powers, and that's about all we get. But like, as far as I'm guessing,
she's like the daughter. So her family is like, she's family with a count, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently they like live far away or something.
Yeah.
So she's like nobility and stuff. But she's just like she wants to be normal, because even if she's going through, I think like there's an owl.
Yeah,
I think like if you get like the bird, you'll get wings that allow you to fly. If you get like a fish, you'll be able to like swim really good. Get, I think the peacock was like you'll be like a model or a movie star or something. And like she just wanted something that was like simple, because it seems like even though she's like from nobility and stuff, she just wants to like be normal. You know what I'm saying? She's regular, not all about that stuff.
Well, I mean, yeah. If you're, it's they juxtaposition it. It makes sense. Like the way they make it seem. What girl wants to have gorilla powers? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a guy thing. Guys want to be like, dude, I want to be able to like lift things over my head like that. Yeah. Like, I want to be able to flip a car,
jump that high, or I want to be able to run that fast.
Yeah. Like, she like helps this guy. Isaac is like a teacher's pet. I had some problems with some of this stuff. He's in the class. He's the first one. They're doing a speed test. I think it's like the 40-yard dash or something like that. He's the first one to raise his hand in class, and he's like, what does he say? He's hey, I have a question, teacher. And the teacher's like, go ahead. He goes, can I run first? I'm like, that's not a question, dude. Like, that's not. What is this? What are you doing here with your mind and not being able to? All you are is running. Is that what it is? All you are is running, and you can't think good.
His whole identity is just running.
His whole identity is wrapped up in running, and he's afraid of heights. and she decides to. One of the things is they're supposed to rappel down a building,
Yeah.
and they get to slipping and falling. And she catches them and like straight up Hulk smash
Yeah.
the ground with her gorilla powers.
Superhero landing.
Superhero landing while carrying somebody. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that we're over exaggerating what gorillas are actually capable of. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about gorillas. This is why I'm not going to be one of the. I'm number 98. You know what I'm saying? I'm number 98
Back of that line.
on the list. You know, hopefully, gorilla and I could just become friends.
Hopefully, time will run out before I have to do this.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's got a lot of things going on here. Let's see here. That's about really all I have. The show kind of
goes by quick.
It kind of goes by quick, and not a lot happens really. I mean, she draws a card. They don't let us in on a whole lot. Like, we don't meet the family. We don't. She talks to like one group of girls, and
kind of Mean Girl style.
Yeah, Mean Girl style. That's about it. And then we meet a guy he ain't even trying to be, the
His
guy.
His is so good. He just has to walk up. That's all he has to do.
He's just existing. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, oh yeah, and he's like, suck girl. I'm just,
got some dirt on your face.
Yeah, that part was. I was like, that man is trying. You know, he's like, hey, hold up. She's walking away. She's like, hold up, turn around, and then he like wipes off some dirt off of her face. I'm like, yo, man, you do that to any girl, bro, she's gonna be like, if she's into it, she'll like swoon. But you do it to a girl who ain't into it, she'll be like, what are you doing, dude? Like,
I'll put you in the throat.
Yeah, just tell me I got something on my face. I'll dust it off. She'll punch you in the bang.
Gorilla style.
Gorilla punch right to the throat. That's it, Joey. Just hook me up with some facts of this show.
Oh, man. So let's get into the facts of this show. So, The Gorilla God's Go-To Girl all started off as a web novel. So this was written by Shiori on the publishing web novel site Shokesuka ni Naro, which all on some. It's the same kind of website that we had some of our other anime that were web novels and stuff. So it's pretty much kind of the same thing. Web novel, a person wrote it, got big, got picked up, popular, and so it came out in August of 2020 and ran all the way through to August of 2021. So I think the web novel is pretty much done.
I'm imagining Two Piece being a web novel. You think that'd be a lot more feasible?
Feasible. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta sing you something later.
Oh snap, y'all!
Pretty hilarious.
You keep your eyes open. All right, go on.
Keep your eyes open. And so the web novel is pretty much done. But it was picked up by Kodawa Corporation, Comic Walker web manga site, and so it got published as a manga with art by Mika Kamisu, and that came out in August of 2021. So as the web novel ended, it got picked up as a manga at the same time, and so I believe it is currently at 114 chapters for the manga, and it's still going on. But then it got picked up as an anime in April of last year, so it's fairly new.
It's fresh.
Fresh right out the back.
I mean, it's kind of it didn't feel old. It also doesn't feel new either, though. Like that is interesting that it's like as new as it is.
Yeah, the animation is pretty much not too bad, but it's not like how some of the other new ones look.
I think the thing is,
much tamed.
What happens is in these animes is that because they're always in school, because it's always at an academy,
there's a certain look to them.
But they also they all wear they wear a uniform. So like the uniform, I can't never tell what year we're in. What school are you in? What year? Is this the 80s or is this the 90s?
Yeah.
It's 2000s. Like you can't tell because everybody's always in a uniform at an academy. And so I thought this was a little older than that. But go on.
So it was animated by Studio Kashigarasu, and it was directed by Fumitoshi Oizaki, who is the guy that did the character design and was the animation supervisor on Sergeant Frog.
That show,
Way old school.
you know, as that show was kind of weird too,
Yeah,
like this show, but that show
yeah.
was like
Way back in the day.
way back in
Way
the day,
early. Yeah.
and even weirder. I would say even weirder
Yeah.
than this show.
Even weirder.
All right, go on. I won't keep
All
talking
right.
about
All
it.
right. So there's that. We had the script by Tomikachi. We had the music composition by Yao Tatsuki. We had the OP song, which is Illuminate by Shugo Nakamura. And then we had the ending song, Serendipity by Megumi Ogata. So, yeah, songs and stuff.
The
The
song at
ending.
the beginning, it
Yeah.
has this kind of we've heard a song like this before. I'm trying to think of what the other one is. Oh, it was like the world domination anime that we watched, like
Oh,
Finding
yeah.
Love and
Love
World.
at the Word Domination.
Yeah, there you go. The intro to that song and the way it's sang, the way they sing it is like it's very animated, very almost it's wild. It's like a real like
Yeah.
interesting choice on the way that this person sings. It's almost cartoony. Like the way they sing is cartoony. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't think this song would, unless people listen to music like that just regularly. It doesn't seem like music you would listen to like in your
Daily.
car. On yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not a daily like listen to like the way the
You're not playing this
voice.
on the way to work.
Yeah, yeah. You're not like, hey, let's go do karaoke and I'm gonna sing this song. It it would be for a laugh because the way they
Yeah.
like choose to sing like vocally, the sound is very distinctive. But I'm
It's
guessing it
kind of
happens
like
pretty regular.
Gymnastic Samurai. It was like that karaoke type kind of
Yeah,
singing.
karaoke. Yeah, kind of wild. Like I'm not too
Yeah.
sure if this person is an actual singer or if they're just like making jokes and somebody was like, "Yeah, I like that. Keep going."
I like that. Keep doing it.
That's silly, dude. I like that.
Yeah.
Keep doing the silly
I
voice. Do the silly voice.
can do the silly voice. I would say when I first watched this, when I first saw it, because it got like, I didn't see a trailer or thing. It was on my list on Crunchyroll when I logged on the Crunchyroll one day. And I was like, hey, you'll probably like this. And it was just like, you know what? It caught my eye. So I was like, all right, I'll watch this.
I mean, the name of the show already got me. The
Yeah.
Gorilla God's go-to
Let's
girl.
go to you, girl.
The
And she's
name,
pink hair. It reminded you know what? It reminded me of the girl from the Fruit of Evolution,
yeah,
the one we did where
Oh, they look
because she's a
exactly the same.
gorilla. She's
Yeah,
a gorilla. So I was like, is this just her? Is this her story? Is
and
this
red
a
hair
prequel?
too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Oh snap! This is definitely in the same universe. You know what I'm saying? Like this is.
Yeah.
What if they're all the same girl? What if every
All
pink-haired,
the
red-haired girl that we see on anime is the same? They all look the
same
same.
girl. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look them up and put them side by side. Every anime pink-haired girl probably looks exactly
All
the
the same.
same. All the same.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Like I said, it's fairly fresh, really fresh news.
Pretty dang
Uh,
brand new.
I think everything besides the last 2 or 3 episodes is dubbed. So it seems like the dubs are coming out fairly quickly or available.
I did watch this in the dub. And did you watch it in sub and dub, or did you just watch it
Yeah,
in
I watched
sub?
it both.
I mean, the dub didn't sound terrible. I mean, there's not too much for them to have to do or have to like.
Yeah.
But you know what? Okay, I got a real quick side tangent. Like nothing crazy. We're gonna talk about sub and dub for just a split second.
Split second.
You know what? Actually,
Hot,
just
hot second, hot take.
yeah. Hot second, hot take. This is my plea to animation studios everywhere. Let's bring back dub workers, like the like actual voiceover actors. Let's bring back
Yeah.
actual voice actors, not celebrities voicing characters.
Yeah.
You know, like I watched Robin Hood, the old school Robin Hood with the fox and the rooster playing the guitar. Go back and watch that Robin Hood and listen to these actual voice actors, not like, celebrities.
Yeah.
Actual voice, they are doing it up, dude. Like I'm telling you, like the sheriff has this great, silly westerny voice.
Yeah.
you know, the priest has this great voice. Like, there's so many good voices, and that's because they're voice actors putting on
Yeah.
these voices. And that's why I get with I may be dub only, but the sub makes sense because they're actually like connected with the
Yeah.
character and they're emoting
They
and
treat it like a job, and they're like, hey, we're making art. We're making something here.
and I think that's the thing, right? Like, so these, and like, I guess if I think about it, the animations studios and animations, even in America, if you're watching a cartoon or any kind of other anime thing, those are just voice
Yeah.
actors. But what I'm talking like, but movies though, like Pixar
Yeah.
movies or any of those, what's the other really big Illumination or whatever like that,
Pixar, DreamWorks,
DreamWorks.
Illumination. Yeah.
They're just putting celebrities in movies
Yeah.
to get people to come watch the movie. How about you get a voice actor who is like, mwah, like just like chef's kiss doing it? That's all I'm gonna say. That was a lot longer than 1 second. Joe Angel, I got a game for you. Anime scorecard. Anime me scorecard.
A
You ready?
scorecard. Yeah, let's get into it.
Wait, so far, let's see here. You are
Yeah.
1 for 7.
1 for 7. Wait, I'm 6-1-1 because the last one was a tie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. It was a
That
little bit.
technically,
It was a
yeah.
trick. It was a trick. I tricked
Yeah.
you. You do better at the name game, but
Yeah, I do
scorecard.
better today. Yeah.
We got to play scorecard
I
here.
overthink myself on the scorecard.
Yeah. Okay, I got 2 animes for you. You're gonna tell me which one
All
has
right.
the better rating on IMDb.
All right.
This is gonna be tough, and I got a surprising number here. Okay,
All right.
this is Anime Me scorecard. The first anime has 16,596 reviews on IMDb.
All right.
It's called Darling and the Franxx.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of reviews, by the way.
That is a lot. You gotta watch it.
This is okay. So, and I am watching it. So we'll get back to that. This next anime has. This is crazy. 69 reviews. So few reviews. 569 reviews. And this is. And by the way, we do these animes, or everything on Anime Me scorecard is from our watch list.
IMDb. Yeah.
We have watched these. Metallic Rouge with
Whoa,
569 reviews. Tell me,
man.
which one has a better IMDb score out of 10?
Really hard to talk about it without spoiling it.
Okay, yeah, don't spoil it. You just tell me with the numbers I've given you and what you know about these two. Because did you watch all of Metallic Rouge?
Nah, I still haven't watched it all the way through. But that's the thing too. I can understand the low rating because it was one that came out overhyped. Like it was like the hype behind it was like pretty big. Even I was hyped behind it, but then it kind of just fell flat on itself. It couldn't really follow through. So I really haven't watched it. Darling in the Franxx, I've finished that. I like that one. That one's up there for me. I do see a lot of posts about it. I see more posts about it than Metallic Rouge.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will say, without getting into spoilers and everything, definitely Darling in the Franxx outranks Metallic Rouge.
Darling in the Franxx has a 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb. Metallic Rouge has 6 out of 10. You are correct, sir.
6 out. I'm surprised he even has 6.
Isn't that wild?
Surprise.
With 569 reviews, that just blows my mind, dude. All right.
How high are those 500 reviews?
That has been Anime Me scorecard. Joe Angel, you are on your way of, evening. Yeah, you're coming back. You're making a comeback.
Making a comeback. All right.
Well, let's come back to this anime that we're talking about. Let's guac talk this. This show is silly. This show, what is this? This would be considered what? A shoujo?
Fantasy rom-com. Shoujo, yeah, I
Yeah.
would call it shoujo.
And probably what, like the age group for this is, I mean,
Uh, let's see.
this is not gonna have like anything crazy going on. It seemed like it's pretty.
Nothing too crazy.
I bet you it's probably meant for like younger kids, maybe.
Let's
Like
see.
I'm gonna say,
So according to Crunchyroll, this is 12 and up.
yeah. I mean, I could say that if I were to recommend it to somebody, I wouldn't be afraid for them to see something crazy on
Yeah.
it, or
It doesn't
you know,
seem, at least from the first episode, it doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot of,
it's
fan
pretty
service
mild.
type stuff. It's
Yeah,
pretty mild.
the language wasn't bad,
No,
so kids can
not
watch
bad
this
English.
show.
Kind of like Frieren. Frieren's kind of the same way. There wasn't really too crazy about that. Surprisingly, even the first episode of Lazarus,
Yeah,
I
that's true.
expected there to be a lot more.
Yeah,
Kind of like Cowboy Bebop.
yeah, where
It was
there's
kind
some
of tame compared to Cowboy Bebop. It's kind of tame.
kind of tame, kind of tame. This was kind of tame too. I don't know. I think, I will say, let's talk about the positives here. Conceptually, these concepts for animes are always pretty very strong. I think maybe this does have like those superpower like feels. I get a little bit of My Hero Academia. I get a little
Yeah,
bit of well, I'm thinking of another, like I'm in an academy and I have powers.
yeah.
That's kind of name any. I'm sure we've done some kind of like
Yeah.
it.
Kind of like it's almost like Fruit Basket.
Fruit
You got the
baskets.
guys that
What
turn the
was
animals. You got
uh? Oh,
you
what
got
was?
Oran High School Host Club was another type of
Mm-hmm.
school where they're prestigious. Kind of same thing. A lot of guys with the girl being the center.
What was the one that he's a dummy
We
and
Baka and Test.
Baka and Tess. I got a little bit of
Yeah.
Baka and Tess a little bit too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, even though conceptually it's pretty original. She's getting these powers, and I think that's really like where they can hang their hat on. Like that part of it is the strong part. The part that kind of falls for me a little bit is just the and I unfairly do this because it's the first episode. Like they're not going to give me everything in that first, and I don't want them to give me everything in the first episode.
Well, you give me just enough to where I want it.
I
I go
want
for it.
I want some more of it.
Yeah.
And I think I gotta ask myself that and be honest with myself, like, do I want some more of this show? Maybe. Would I review, the next thing I would ask is probably, would I be willing to recommend this to somebody? I would say I would, if depending on your taste. Like, I probably have a friend
Like
who,
if you knew their taste, like what they're kind of into,
yeah,
you could
yeah.
probably like
Like,
get into it.
not for me, but maybe for you. Like our mutual friend Abby. I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
I wonder if she would be into something like this. Maybe. But for me,
Probably not.
1 out of 5, apples
One
that
out
I'm
of 5,
crushing into applesauce.
literally handmade applesauce.
Literally
handmade.
If I could crush an apple like that, like, could you imagine if you walked up on somebody, hey, you want some applesauce? Bang!
Bam!
Like boom, applesauce, instant applesauce. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many am I crushing for somebody to have? How many bowls of applesauce am I going to create for somebody? Just like 1 out of 5 apples. How many am I going to crush? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 2. 2 apples. This show is, I mean, it almost has me, like, I don't know what it was that just kind of like didn't capture me enough. Maybe I need more fire, more explosions, maybe a little bit more mild fan service. That's right, Joe Angel. I
mild
might
fan service. I will say this does lean more towards the
it's kind of slice
it
of
kind of
life-y.
it kind of leaned towards slice of lifey, which
Mm-hmm.
I've like found out not really your forte. for the most part, something you don't really go for.
Not yet, at least. Not yet, at
Not
least.
yet, yeah. But I think there is something to it. Because like I said, it started off as a web novel, then went to a manga, and then went to an anime.
Mm-hmm.
So there is something to be said about these type of stories where
Yeah.
you got just some levity. Kind of like a. It's almost like a. What do you call it? What would be something? What's the word I'm looking for? A refresher,
Or
palette cleanser.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
almost
yeah,
like a
yeah.
palate cleanser from all the stuff we've had because we've had stuff like Solo Leveling, IG number 8,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dantadan, Fire Force.
I will
What's
say
the other
that
ones? Like we have so many like crazy like fighting like crazy type
yeah.
anime. This is like one of the ones where it's like, all right, I just need like something simple, something like a palate cleanser just to like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bring me back down
It
so
goes
I could
down
get ready
easy.
for
Yeah,
something
yeah, yeah,
else.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like the kind of an in between here.
Yeah,
I will say that I am intrigued by the idea of her, like, because I feel like what they're gonna do is she's gonna turn the corner. Of course,
yeah,
she doesn't want to do this. She doesn't want to
yeah,
be, have these gorilla powers, but she has them. And I think I mean, we see it in the show where she like comes upon an old man who's got this wagon with the wagon wheel
yeah,
brakes, and he needs help moving these big old barrels. And she's like,
yeah,
"Oh, I can help. Like, I can use my
yeah,
powers for good." And she's gonna see
yeah,
like, oh, I think she's gonna like come into it and go,
yeah,
all right, you know what, like I can serve a purpose, I can do something
yeah,
good, I can like with what I have. And so I think that's the part that she can really like,
yeah. Which by that part kind of got me because I at first I thought, all right, she's probably just gonna lift up the cart so he can put the wheel back on there.
yeah, yeah.
Because that's all it seemed like he needed to do,
That's what I
just
thought
to
she
like
was gonna do.
lift
Yeah.
it up. And she's just straight up, all right, I carry all these barrels. Where do you got to go? I was like, oh, okay.
That part cracked me up because then his reaction was like, he goes, what are you gonna do? Whoa.
Whoa, yeah.
Like immediately the way he smashed it, I'm like, what are you gonna do, little lady? Oh my
Oh
gosh.
gosh. Yeah.
I was cracking up at that. Was
Yeah.
actually pretty funny. So they have some like good parts and pretty funny
Yeah.
parts to it. So but I will stand where I am just because I have
Yeah.
so much other stuff to watch. Yeah, I would go ahead and put just a little lower on my list.
Yeah. I would give it I'll give it a 3 out of
Okay.
5. Just because, like I said, it is kind of like like we've watched other stuff like this, like Fruits Basket,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh, or in High School Host Club, Baka and Test, like these type of like animes, which most of those Baka and Test is up there for me, or High Schools, that's also up there for me. What's the other one I just said? Oh my gosh, I just forgot. That's how old I
Fruit
am. I
basket.
just
Fruit
forgot.
basket. Fruit
Fruit
basket.
Basket.
There you go. There you go.
Fruits Basket is like halfway up there for me. I like the story. I like the Zodiac stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just like one of those things where I'll continue to watch it, but it's not going to be a necessary watch.
Yeah.
Like I could like wait and hold off and come back to it whenever I need to have the time.
And this one only has like a couple episodes so far, right? Like it's going on.
Yeah, I think it only has 4 or 5 episodes
Yeah.
right now. But like I said, I think like the last 2 aren't dubbed yet, but it does seem like the dub's coming out fairly
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
quickly. Like there's not a long wait
Yeah.
for the dubs on them. So
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
the more, I mean, we're almost at 100, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're almost at
yeah,
100.
we
I've
almost at 100,
100 shows. That means that
bro.
for each of these episodes that we watch, I've watched at least 100 different animes, which
Yeah.
is almost. That's like
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Any other
Like
form of media. There's not
yeah.
100 bands we've listened to.
I've yeah, I maybe 100 Instagram reels. I've definitely
Yeah.
at 100 Instagram, maybe 1,000. I'm at a million hundred
100.
Instagram reels. That's
You
about
for
it.
sure got like a million TikTok food.
Yeah,
Food.
that's definitely just me. I've
Yeah.
seen more of that, and then right behind that, anime, baby. That's I'm
Anime.
like, we doing it up. We doing it up.
We doing it up, and we doing it up here on Anime Me Pod, guys, where you can find us on YouTube, on Spotify, on SoundCloud, Podbean, Apple, iTunes, wherever you watch us, wherever you listen to us, guys, that's where we are. And you can also go find us at our website, anime-me.com, where you can find not only this episode, but all our other episodes. that we have. Like I said, we talked about Fearin', we've talked about Soul Eater, Orlando the Franks, Metallic Rouge, all these other animes that we had, we got on there where you can find us. And we also got the links to all of our socials and podcasts and platforms. And we also got where you can buy your own Anime Me shirt, guys, because one thing that all these anime have is drip, guys, and you want to be dripped out.
Get the fit.
Get the fit, guys. And also be on the lookout. Go follow us on Instagram. Anime Me Pod, guys, go follow us because we are on our way to 100 episodes, and we are going to be having a contest where you could maybe get some special stuff for our 100th episode. But the only way to find out is to go follow us there. Little giveaway, guys. So hit us up on that and be on the lookout for those, guys. And with that, I've been joined with my co-host Sal, and we will see you on the next one. Liz.
Peace.
これはアニメミーでした。これから帰国の旅を始めます。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
It's a if it ain't hot in your podcast area, you ain't podcasting correctly.
You ain't podcasting it right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
like
you need a little sweat.
You know, a little
a little mist.
Yeah, because you can't have the air conditioner sound in the
background.
In the background. So you better be doing this podcast in your garage, or you ain't podcasting.
Ain't podcasting.
All right. Do we want to? Yeah, you know, that's fine to just kind of leave it like follow us on the socials to enter the giveaway, and then we could just outline it on, you know, social media instead of trying to telling them exactly what we're doing here for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right?
Just leave it there. Just guide them there.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense to me.
Makes sense. The sense.
Is your brother? That's your brother doing those beats? What's he? That's
he started working on like music and stuff.
And he's just doing is he doing anything else with it? Like he's just making the beats and that's it?
He's making beats. He's I know he's like hooked up with some like some artists and stuff to drop some verses. I know when he came down here for the Tyler the Creator concert, he linked up with I can't remember who he linked up with, but he went and had a like studio session with the guy, and then I know he's working on an album or an EP. He's trying to get out in August, I think.
Yeah, that's dope too. I was like, I'm gonna hit this full up. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna start writing some stuff, man. I'm ready to start doing some.
Bring it back, man.
I'm gonna bring it back, dude. You know, say Icky E is ready to drop an EP. You know, say I'll be looking out for. You know, like. I think I could freestyle some. It was
Trina.
Chapstick. Looking for my chapstick. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Something real clean. If Kanye could do a song about poop, come on, dog.
That's all go, man.
Hey, it's all I know. You know what I'm saying?